Good evening, one and all. Sorry about that technical difficulty again. Yeah, Twitch has been not very kind to us today. I had an update and it doesn't look like the update really agreed with the system. But yeah, let's restart this properly. I'm Primus Gaming today, and joined with me is Element Snow. He is just currently restarting his console, so it will just be me for the moment. But anyways, let's go through some of the results in Q1. As it stands, Gary is currently in first place with a 108.5, No Charles 108.6. RSF1 Lando is in third with a 108.7, Lefted 108.8, RSF1 Grosjean 189, Ozza 189 as well, but 968. Unity Hush, the champion, the F1 champion, 108.980, so only really 200ths of a second separate Unity and Ozza. RSF1 Vettel 109.244, Mr. Pigeon 109.264, Ioaks 109.292. Vettel SF1 is 109.381. Oh, and we actually have a spun Renault there by the looks of it. That looks like it's probably Oh, it's Vettel. It's Vettel. He got disqualified for going the wrong way, but he had a spin. Oh, so it looks like we've got some things coming through. Unity saying I'm having so many issues. The devil angry is an understatement. So already going bad for the devil and Vettel SF71. So Vettel being disqualified for going the wrong way, and the devil, I think, is from terminal damage. We'll wait for Brundle to get back in before we can fully confirm that. But a surprise to me, because I didn't realise, RSF1 Schumacher is in the F1 division. I only just found out a little moment ago. Also, we've got some name changes. We've got RSF1 Grosjean. I think that was Shrimper. Yeah, got quite a good few people back in. We've got Mech Zizou in the McLaren. Ioaks, 11th in the Racing Point. Bamba Viking is 13th in the Toro Rosso. Meanwhile, Verstappen has actually put himself up into second place with a 108.6. So very good work there from Verstappen. So qualifying moves on. Right, so now we're just waiting for Element Snow to get back in. Hey, there he is. Make sure you've ticked your box to include your audio there, Element. Oh, IGN legend moved himself up into second place in the Haas, 108.5. Obviously, taking it nice and easy, lads, because, you know, it's only just gone Q1. We will be losing a couple of drivers, but, you know, we saved the real excitement and drama for near on the end of Q3. Hello, Elements.
Hello.
Pretty sure we can hear you now.
You should do. Yeah.
Bear with me, I'll have a little listen.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. I'm just listening to it, yeah. Hello, sorry about that. I just had to restart my just because it was just lagging all over the place, but now we're here. Right, missed a Q1 basically, but what's happened? Can you catch me up quickly?
Right, so we had Vettel SF71 spin out and then got disqualified for going the wrong way. I think the devil has actually been
terminal damage.
Knocked out from terminal damage, so we've lost the devil. No Charles has retired. He thinks he's happy where he is, 4th place. Unity Hush has retired in 9th. Currently, the drivers that are in danger is RSF1 Schumacher and Sync I Dyslexic in 16th and 17th place. So the new Ferrari driver Schumacher, you know, he's a Schumacher and he's driving for Ferrari, so he feels like he's in his element. And Dyslexic, obviously, he's going out for his outlap, so he's going to try his best to set a lap time, but then he could, if he invalidates, I don't know if he'll have enough time to set another lap, so he has to make this count.
Yep.
But yeah,
Schumacher's
anyways, yep, Schumacher's on a lap. So I have to say, because we've lost him in the first qualifying session due to terminal damage, shall we invite the Devil into the comms box to give him an interview on what's happened and how he feels about his upcoming race?
Yeah.
Does that sound good of you, Element?
100%.
Right, here you are. The Devil, come on in, mate. Give me a little interview, mate.
Wow, so we have Schumacher is now going around the last sector. So the last.
Oh, we've got a McLaren. We've got a McLaren just in the grass there, in the famous "It's Glock" spot. And yeah, and there he is. There he is, the Devil.
Here comes Schumacher very quickly.
You're not happy. Oh, Schumacher quickly before we go on to the Devil. 109.2 is pushed. Zizou.
Here comes the
danger area.
as well. The second fifth.
Fifth. Oh, and that's the end of Q1. So, the Devil, have you included your audio by ticking the box into the party, mate? Awesome. So I understand that you were on for some good pace today. I mean, you did a 108.8 before having the terminal damage. Unfortunately, we didn't get the stream started too late, so we didn't get to catch everything that's happened. But please tell us of what happened.
Yeah, some good pace. I think I did a 188. And then I was going to come into pit, and then I found I was 2 tenths up coming out of the back straight, and I was just like, right, I'll keep going for it, and I just spun and hit the wall. Never retired in qualifying, so a bit of a shock, and a little bit disappointed because I think I had some good pace. But yeah, I'll just try and make the race work. Do something with the strategy to get back through the field, I guess. Try and get some points.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not over yet, mate, because do keep in mind that our champion, Unity Hush, he started P15 in Britain, and he managed to win the race from P15. You never know, you might be able to do the same, because by the looks of it, you are starting ahead of RSF1 Schumacher, Matt Zizou, and Vettel SF71.
Yeah.
So you will be starting ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm just debating at the moment what I'm doing with tyres, so whether to run a softer compound and really attack the first few laps, or run harder and try and make up time at the end with the softer compound. So yeah, my tyre wear is pretty decent around here in practice, so hopefully I can
I'm
still
sure you
get some points.
probably already know, but due to your position currently at the moment on the board, you will be in P15. You will make it into Q2, but considering that you did crash out in Q1, are you aware of that you have to sit out in Q2?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. I just didn't want you. Yeah. It's just I was like, wait, he might get through even though he got terminal damage. But anyways, Devil. Oh no, you got knocked out of Q1 anyway. But yeah, you've got your new teammate. Before we let you go, Schumacher, your brand new teammate. How do you feel now with having him as your new teammate in the F1 division?
It's alright at the moment, isn't it? I did better than what I thought last week. You really were in the US, so it was good for Ferrari to get some constructor points. I'm pretty sure we're quite low down in the constructors, so hopefully me and him can salvage some points in the last 2 races.
Alright, so yeah, Element, have you got any questions for the Devil while he's still here?
No, not really. Just good luck for the race. I'm unlucky, but hopefully you can make the positions up in the race, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Good luck in your race, mate. Hopefully we'll get to speak to you after the race in the comms box if you get onto the podium, mate.
Yeah.
Best of luck, and we'll speak to you later.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Bye. Right, so that was the Devil. Thank you for joining us on the in the virtual comms box. So, Element, here is now the crucial point. We actually haven't received a weather update. I should have asked him that one. But I think it's probably going to be dry, because it looks like the boys are getting onto the medium compound tyre, and I think the mediums are quite favoured around Brazil. So, mediums have been slapped on by the F1 guys.
Unity and Strain.
All dry.
All dry.
Perfect.
The thing is, around here, I think what they might do is they might go out on mediums first and then go out on sauce. so they can get a time, a bracket time, by the mediums, of course. So it's very, very tricky, isn't it? Because, of course, you could say, oh, I try and qualify the mediums, but then, of course, if everyone else tries to do the softs, you're running the risk of getting not going Q2. So it's a bit of a risky game to play, whether it works out or not. You're going to get lucky, or you're going to get a really good time in the medium.
Well, it looks like it was going to be RSF1 Vettel to be one of the first cars to start their flying lap, but it looks like Ozza
yeah.
is going to be the first. But I think him and Vettel are having a little, I want the toe, no, I want the toe. So they were having a little disagreement, but Vettel seems to have backed off so he can get himself out of the dirty air as well, because being too close will result in the dirty air given from the car in front. Yeah. So here we go, on board with Ozza. I'll let you take it away.
Right, here we go. So Ozza through turn 1 he goes. It's turn 2. Pretty close, I think. I don't know if he's validated or not, but he's going to go in. Into turn 3 now. Down the straight, opens DRS. Now onto the left-hander here, too wide and you mess up your lap completely. Good exit from him now. Onto the other straight with the right-hander. Now this time here you have to watch out, as you can see what just happened to him. Yep, exactly that.
Oh.
You go a bit too wide.
You're running the risk. Spat out and he almost collected Phil.
You're running the risk of going too deep.
He almost collected RSF1 Vettel after spinning out and returning to the track. But it didn't stop Vettel. Vettel is still on the charge, going down through into the second sector. We're moving to the famous Clark corner.
Oh, he messed it up again.
Oh, and he's got wide as well. What has happened to the F1 guys?
Wow.
We've got a couple of people in chat. We've got Man with the Cash. We've got Hail King Tomo and RSF1 Falcon. Tomo saying, evening gents. The Man with the Cash popped in saying, come on Unity Hush, frontline speed! And RSF1 Falcon, evening everyone, evening Falcon, how you doing mate?
Evening guys. I don't know what just happened there, so Vettel goes in. No shell says 190 on those mediums, which is not bad at all to be fair.
But then Iox does a 123.6 on the mediums. I have a feeling he made a mistake going for the lap. There's a 123.6. I'm pretty sure he's going to try and go around again. But a 109 dead on the mediums is quite good because that's not too far off the softs time.
Look at the Legends as well.
Yeah, Legends second place on the hard compound tyre with a 195. If Legends can get a really good start in the beginning of the race, he could be sitting really well with those hard tyres. Like, what would you say would be the best tyre strategy around here, Element?
It all depends on what happens. Down to quality, I would say softs is the way forward. Because of course you've got the softs which can get, great tyres to start off with. Don't really need to warm up, and then you can just go into the hards for the second stint to finish it off. If you start on hards, firstly, if you're in the top 10 and you start on hards, fair play to you, you get through, but yeah, you're going to be struggling in the first stint, you're going to be losing places, and there's nobody's business. So it's a tricky one to play with, as the second set to 190 on the mediums.
Oh, that's 100 faster than no shells. Man with a Cash says, Snow, your mic is bad. I think that's just generally a bug with Twitch. Sometimes you have a good day where, like, you go onto Twitch and whoever's along in the party can be heard very well, or they're a little bit cutty. It's literally just how it goes. Because sometimes, me and Bodder are an F2. Sometimes Bodder and I can have a really good day, and then sometimes Bodder's mic's a little bit, glitchy. But it's like, in reality, I can hear him on my side very clearly. I can't hear any problems from Element. It's just Twitch. So, unfortunately, there's not much to be done.
Yeah, but it was fun on Sunday.
Yeah, it's just a thing with Twitch, mate. It's not your mic personally. Because on my end, you're crystal clear. I can hear you extremely well. But from the stream's point of view, I guess they're having a little bit of problems.
Well, my just sort of good. Hello.
That bug.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Mr. Pigeon, a 109.1, on the medium compound tyre. Oh, and lefted!
Lefted.
He's on the soft compound. He's going for a more aggressive start to the race with a 1:08.5. So very good lap there from lefted F1. Verstappen second, No Showers third, Unity Hush fourth, Pigeon fifth, Ozza sixth, IGN Legend seventh, Iox eighth. And then it remains with Grosjean, Vettel, Bamber, Dyslexic, Gary, and Lando not setting times.
Yeah. IGN Legends with those hards. To be fair, the gap between these tyres around here.
Oh, there's Gary.
Gary, that's what I'm on zero. On the medium. The tyre difference around here is not actually that big. There's 5 tenths from the hards to the mediums. There's about a second from the mediums to the softs. So he's just left them.
And RSF1 Vettel has moved up into 4th place with a 1:09.0.60. So the gap between 3rd and 4th is only separated by just barely 0.04 of a second. Hello, Mr. T. And the championship, well, I was going to say championship leader, but the champion, Unity Hush, is actually having issues with staying in the game. He keeps on connecting and disconnecting. Hopefully Unity Hush could try and get these problems fixed, but if he doesn't, he could potentially miss the race start.
Yeah, I'm trying to invite him back quickly. So hopefully I can invite him back and he'll be fine. But I don't know what's going on with his Xbox. Maybe it's his Xbox or the game, I don't know.
Could be a matter of both. But right now, while we wait for Unity to try and get back in, Dyslexic's actually about to begin his out lap. Let's have a look at Grosjean. Yeah, Grosjean's actually on his lap.
No,
he's got the back marker. Grosjean is on his lap. There you go, Unity's back.
There you go. Right, who are we going on board with?
RSF from Grosjean, he's now going for a second sector in the Alfa Romeo, and recently we've actually made a conclusion to the real life F1. So it'll be about 107 days until practice in Australia.
You already got it sorted, haven't you? You're already writing down on the calendar.
Well, they said 109 back on the telly, so obviously minus 2 days from that is 107. It's just, I think it's better than the countdown to Christmas, you know. 107 days to go.
Funny, I was looking at
107 days till F1.
Here we go. Grosjean gets 102.
109.277.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's just everyone's times are so close. He's just in the midpoint still on the board. Schumacher's actually left the session. If he doesn't get back in for the race start, he could actually miss it because he was knocked out in Q1. You know, if he gets back in, he'll still be fine. But if he doesn't get back in before the end of Q3,
what's this going to say? He's going to get a toe of his teammate, and he gets a 187 on the medium.
Good teamwork there from the Williams team. That puts him faster than both his teammate and No Showers. I think they're actually going to do a little bit of teamwork now.
As this comes, it's Verstappen going to go on now. I think Verstappen's just going to slow down. So the two
IGN Legends
together with a turn.
Chopped his way back up the board. 3rd place on a 1:08.8 on the medium compound tyre. So that's really good times. They're not too far off lefted in the lead there.
No, it's lefted might be shaking a little bit now that he's seeing these times.
Roberts. RSF1 Schumacher, or is formerly known as Roberts, his Xbox crashed, so he will need an invite back.
Yeah, I will invite him back. I'll invite him again just in case.
And then you've got the drivers in the elimination zone, while Element tries to get back in, is Ozza currently in P11 in McLaren, Iox in 12th with the Racing Point, and Bamber Viking 13th in Toro Rosso, which leaves RSF1 Lando in 14th in the Red Bull.
Yeah. As now going to finish his lap, he's now coming through Cow. So let's see what he can do on the softs. He's 7 times stuck on his time. Ooh. That's going to be a good lap on the softs.
Doing really well. Could manage to just get himself out of the little rut he's in.
I think.
Yeah, at this current spot.
That's going to be a good time. That is a great
Oh,
time.
2nd place! That's barely even
Here comes on the Viking. Here comes on the Viking. He gets 11 in the mediums.
Oh, Bamba didn't set a fast enough time to get himself out of the elimination zone.
Here
And
comes
Ozza,
Lando. What's Lando going to say?
Oh!
Then he gets 4.
A 1088. Yeah, that's 2 thousandths of a second faster
Wow,
than
wait.
IGN. And meanwhile, Ozza was 7 thousandths of a second slower than Lefted in that lap, but puts himself in, I say, the safe zone, really, because the 108s, the mid 108s areas was quite a safe margin to be in. So Ozza could be fine for the moment. Lando's doing pretty good though. I think Lando actually got top of the board back in Q1. So we have a Red Bull looking very aggressive for today.
Mm-hmm. The only Red Bull left so far.
Yeah, doesn't he normally have a teammate?
Yeah, but I don't know right now what's happening.
So it could be the lone prancing bull.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Toro Rosso cars, you know, the
Cousins.
fellow Honda-powered cars. Yeah, the sister team. Well, that's in reality what Toro Rosso was, you know.
Yeah.
Red Bull Racing being the main team, and then, like, you know, the second team, the sister team, is Toro Rosso. As they both go into the pits of Ozza and Lando. Looks like the only car that's still out on track at the moment is Bamba, who actually didn't do better than his previous time. 2.5 minutes from main element. Do you think any of the lot that's in the elimination zone would try and get themselves out?
100%, yeah. They still got about a minute and 20 seconds. Because of course it's about a minute and 9. So yeah, so they still got a minute. Let's say a minute left to get out. So they need to get out now, obviously. So I think they're going to go on softs. The question is, everyone's out on softs. Is Lando going to go out back? Is going to go back out on softs? Yes, there you go. So yeah, see.
There you go. He's not willing to go down without a fight.
No, Legends is
Oh no, wait, no, that was Legends. I thought that was Lando for a second.
I think the Legends quickly in this track.
No, he retired in the pits.
Yeah.
He's fine. He didn't
So he's feeling comfortable.
He didn't have for that.
Lefted and
Even on Lando.
also have it. So they don't happen now.
Oh, Bamba Vikings retired from the session. Obviously, if that's terminal or just plain retiring, it doesn't matter either way. He's out of Q2, so we've already lost one car, and we still have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in the session. So that means the drivers that are currently in danger of being knocked out is Mr. Pigeon, RSF1 Grosjean, and Iox. Unity Hush, the championship leader and champion, is currently in 10th place. He's in the danger zone of being, you know, knocked down out of Q2. Then again, if he is knocked down in Q2, it's not the first time he's fought his way from the mid-pack to try and fight his way through. He could do it again. That's if he manages to secure a faster time. Gary, a 108.4, faster than Lefted and Ozza.
Iox doesn't improve.
Really good time.
Iox didn't improve.
Let's have a look out for it. Verstappen, he's just getting through the second sector. Who's looking close to setting another time?
Here comes Grosjean into the last corner. He's going to cross the line. Can he do? He gets 7.
Oh, Grosjean gets 7th. But
That
is
pushes
that
Unity
enough?
down.
That pushes Unity down. Unity has its only opportunity to get this lap
Here
done.
comes Mr.
Otherwise,
Pigeon.
he
What's
could be
Mr. Pigeon
out.
be able to do? That's going to be a great lap.
5th place. Pigeon moves into
Iox lost
Q3.
it.
He's not.
Iox lost to go into 10.5. So Iox is
no.
out of time.
So that's the end of Q2. Currently right now, the cars are out. The session is Bamba Viking. Unity Hush! Unity Hush!
He left the session.
He's out!
Oh,
He's out of Q2!
He's extra problems.
These issues have caused Unity Hush, the champion, to get knocked out of Q2. He's starting P12.
That has got to hurt.
That has gotta hurt for Unity Hush, but that's gonna do wonders for drivers like Mr. Pigeon and Lando. You know, they've been real rivals for Schumacher. Not Schumacher, Lando and Mr. Pigeon, sorry. their main rival is knocked out in Q2, so that means in the start of the race, these lads will have just a tiny bit of breathing room, depending on how the start Unity can get. But Unity, hush! What's going on with these problems?
I don't know, Scooby-Doo, but it says he restarted his Xbox, so he'll be back in a second. He'll be back in about 10 minutes now because he is out, isn't he? Unfortunately. As Ajax has lost it again. It's turn 14. What's happened to the...
For a moment there, No Charles entered the pits. You know, he slowed down for the pits, and RSF1 Vettel managed to completely race around the racing point going into the pits. Literally, it was going to be No Charles going in first, but then the Toro Rosso sped its way past the racing point, and it's like, nope, I'm getting in there first. If that was real life F1, Vettel would have probably either have received a ban there. Well, he would have been, if it was real life F1, he would have received a real punishment there, because obviously in the game it restricts you instantly the moment you cross that board. But in real life, they don't have that. You know, they have got pit limiters, but you can just speed into the pits. And if he did that, the FIA would have a field day with their penalties.
They would have been absolutely loving it. We have a couple of people who are starting on the mediums. They actually got to qualify in the mediums. I'm currently in the Alfa Romeo box, and I can see they got the map on Monaco instead of Brazil. So maybe they're thinking about next season. I don't know.
Well, going over the classification for the drivers knocked out, it's RSF1 Vettel, Unity Hush, Io, so both the Toro Rossos are also out as well, because Bamba Viking, he finished P14. And to go over the top three, left it F1 in third in the Mercedes, RSF1 Verstappen in second, and Gary in the Renault managed to top the boards in Q2. So, going into Q3, it's looking very tight, because, you know, at one moment, Lando's fastest in Q1, and then Gary's fastest in Q2. So we really can't put a name down on who we think, yeah, he's getting first. We can't do that. These guys are just too quick.
We also can't, not put aside to think Dyslexic either, because he's very quick around here. I've had some practice with him, and IGN Legends. So we have Lando, Dyslexic, and Legends who are actually starting on the mediums. Do you think that's a good strategy for them compared to everyone else?
That would be good, because if they can get ahead, so they need a really good starting position in the race, and also they don't just need a good start, because do keep in mind with how Brazil is set, you've got a very big hill going down, and then you've got the center S's, which is very easy to accidentally get a warning, or maybe even a invalidation or any penalties. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. You get to drive the car the moment you cross that line. So you see the pit exit going out of the S's.
Yeah.
You're in complete control at that point. So you've got to be careful and not think, oh yeah, I'm safe, because, the pit limit ends at the end of that, the final pit, the pit box. So if you're not holding onto your controller and you think, oh yeah, I'll be safe, and then you crash into pit wall, game over.
See you later, 100%. We have Grosjean, who's the first one out. Following him, we have Lando, and then we have No Charles. So in that order, we have a full change.
We've got a McLaren actually out in front.
Oh, do we?
It's Ozza.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Ozza's out
looks like he's the
again.
first car.
It's just going to give someone the toe. He didn't want it last time, did he? He didn't want to give it to someone else. So is he good? Yeah, he
was
will
Vettel. That was Vettel in the last one. So here we go, Ozza. He's got one of the Alfa Romeos. I think that's Grosjean getting the toe off of him going down the straight. So going on the onboard lap with Ozza. So here we go, going into turn one. We've some famous battles gone here recently between Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel after they battled here, and then after going down the straight after the center S's crashing into one another, ending both the Ferrari's races, which put Pierre Gasly second place. But it looks like Ozza has got a very good run. He's now gone through the first sector nearly. He's actually now into the second sector. This bit is a bit of a pain, as Ellen has said earlier, as we witnessed one of the cars go off the track.
It was actually Ozza.
Really good. Yeah, that was Ozza actually. I remember, that was actually Ozza. So he's managed to redeem himself in Q3. He's getting a really good run there through the second sector. Meanwhile, he's got the Alfa Romeo tailing him behind him. There we go, Ozza running down the final hill in the second sector, about to go into the third sector, the 52.095 in the second sector. Now he goes back up onto the main straight. This is when Mark Webber and a couple of other drivers had some serious bad accidents back in the day, you know, the really nice engines. And then Ozza, he sets the first time a 108.7, Grosjean a 108.9, Lando a 108.4.
Here comes no shot gets a 187. The 60 gets a 186.
Dyslexic! A 108.6 and Yuni Hush got back in, so that's really
Left
good
to
to
get
see.
the 185.
Left in F1! Oh my god, these guys
Here comes
really
Verstappen
don't
as well.
want to stop.
Verstappen!
Verstappen! A 108.3! What a move by Verstappen! And Pigeon's gone off! We've lost Mr. Pigeon!
Oh.
And Gary! He gets a 108.299!
This is different gravy.
Good God! But, Mr. Pigeon, he was the worst one out of that pack, you know, because everyone's signing laps and Mr. Pigeon lost it in the final sector. He suffered so much with those tyres. If he's got an extra set, he could be okay, but Pigeon, a 115.9, so I know that lap is not going to sit very well with him, and currently the only car to have not come out and done a lap is IGN Legends.
He's now on his out lap.
Oh, he's actually come out.
Yeah, he's actually on his out lap.
Pigeon weaving to try and get all the marble and the dirt off of his tyres. Meanwhile, that is going to obviously wear him a little bit because he's weaving. He's warming the tyres up, which means more heat, means more wear. Legend. He's currently the only car that's actually now going to begin his lap. So we'll stay on board with IGN Legend because everyone else is going back into the pits. I think, is Pigeon actually looking like he's coming back in for another lap? Because he's charging the battery. Oh, he's gone to mode 3. I think Pigeon's going for another run.
Yeah, you can sort of get, he's gone to mode 4 now. You can sort of do that from softs and quality around here. It's just two laps and then you can tell into softs and going off a cliff. We have this Pigeon right behind him. We have IGN Legends on that.
So we'll keep an eye on Pigeon for the moment, but we know Legends is not too far behind. So Mr. Pigeon Munch going down the centre S's. He's now going down to through the straight. Right now, can't tell if it's clean or still looking good.
Yeah, he's still going.
So actually, the track limits in Brazil are quite picky, aren't they?
They're pretty tight, isn't it? It's the track is very tight as well. So it's not like you have a lot of room. So one little mistake, one that you go over the white line a little bit, and that's over, isn't it? So you have to be very careful, but you also want to keep the speed going. So it's a very tough one to walk on, isn't it?
It is. Pigeon is moving down through into the third sector. He's actually nearly 2/10 faster than his previous best, so Pigeon is going quicker. Where can Mr. Pigeon Munch set himself on the board? It's going to be a good lap indeed. Pigeon sets himself into P8, so he's only just gone faster than Grosjean. Oh, Legend gets third place with a 108.4 dead. That's perfect.
Wow.
What a lap by Legends.
He's not going around Juncal, so he's not going to start his lap. Here we go, he's put it on hot lap.
There we go, mode 4. He's not getting any extra speed. Because as you know, if you slap the car in a mode 4 when you're into from 6th to 8th gear, you're going to get more speed than you would in mode 5. Going into turn 1, the racing point goes. He actually previously used to be an Alfa Romeo driver before he took some time away from the league.
Yeah, he's now driven back. He's done well in the first sector. He's up at his time, not by long, still up though. He goes around this turn 5 now, going into turn 6. So it's going to be a good lap. Currently, he keeps it on from that corner, which is horrible. Down into turn 9. There's a lot of corners, isn't there, for such a little track as well. So it's a good little track this is. Here we go though. Down the hill he goes to turn 12. Into Juncal now. Is he up and it's almost 3 temps up? Okay, he's going to go.
He's actually doing really good.
He is on the new side, so it should be a good lap though. He's going to open the RS, he's going to put it back on overtake. Give it a go. What can he do? What can he do?
He tops the board!
Oh my God,
he
exactly.
matches Gary's time! That's perfectly matched Gary! No Shells has done that, and Michael Schumacher and Jacques Villeneuve. What is going on here?
As Unity leads the session again.
Oh my gosh, Unity is just having too many problems. He might miss the race at this rate if he doesn't get these problems fixed in the next 3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Dyslexic's lost it.
So, we've lost Dyslexic. Where is he? Oh, he managed to just managed to save it though.
Yeah, turn 11. He didn't hit the wall. He just lost the back end. He went to the grass. He's still there though. He's still saved the car. Here comes left. He is going to come around and turn at 15 now. He's going to open the eyes. What can he do? What can he do? Here we go then. He's going to take the one-way round to end the track. And he's 2 seconds down his time. So, looks like he didn't improve.
Also, it's we've got to say as well, because I don't know if Mercedes are going to do it next year. You know, when we get the new liveries on the cars.
Yeah.
We've got the red 3-point star on the back of the current 2019 livery, which is to commemorate Niki Lauda. And will they probably try and keep one of the red 3-point stars? You know, just to commemorate Niki.
It'll be a nice touch, wouldn't it? It'll be a lovely touch for them to do. With Mercedes didn't he help them a lot? So it'd be a nice touch for them to do that for next season, in my opinion.
Yeah, to honour what Niki had done. Oh, and Left actually backed off a lot there.
So maybe he made a mistake or he didn't feel comfortable. I think he's just going to have to go again. Verstappen!
Oh, Verstappen! A 108-1!
1-1.
Verstappen goes fastest. This sounds like the real life one, because as we know back in Brazil, Max Verstappen was actually fastest.
We just need someone to be called RSF1 up on now.
Just
for the race.
Fall down the grid and then take him out as he's trying to lap him.
No, that's not nice. Come on, let's not think about that.
Well, they sorted it out. That, you know, they were grown men. After it happened, you know, Verstappen called off, and they're all cool again. So, you know, Ocon and Verstappen, you know, they built their bridges back up, and they're going to have, if they didn't, well, they're going to have to, because Ocon is back in the Renault F1 team next year after Nico Hülkenberg leaving the Renault F1 team after 3 years.
Yeah, it is a hard goodbye, but here comes Brockman. He's 3 tenths up on his time. What can he put? He can put himself into 6th. There's a
108.420. Lando, actually, he's on his lap now. He's not happy about being knocked down the grid down to P5 after Verstappen putting in an incredibly fast lap. I think that is also from help from his teammate Dyslexic, you know, a little bit of toe there from the Williams guys. So Lando's going to try and do his best to beat those two, saying you may be a team, but I could do it on my own.
I've got myself.
I've got myself and Honda power. You know?
Honda, yay! Who cares about Mercedes?
Actually, it's funny how, like, over the past few years we've joked so much about
3 tenths up on his time, Lando.
Oh, he's actually going quicker. Lando being 3 tenths up in his time. Could he go onto provisional pole for the race start? We'll keep an eye on Lando as he goes to the line. And he does! He goes just a little bit quicker than Verstappen. 30 seconds remain. Can Verstappen get to the line and secure the pole for the race start? Because right now, it doesn't look like it. Lando has just put himself up there. And Verstappen's actually down on time. He's not actually doing very great on time. That could be the final nail in the coffin for the Williams driver.
Yeah, the Slags is down a lap as well. So here we go. We have Ozza, who is into the last sector. What's happened to the yellow flags?
His battery is near on gone.
Yeah, so he's not gonna get. Yeah, he's not gonna. He's 1 tenth up.
He's gonna keep it going. Oh, and he touched the wall.
Ozza.
That was way too close to the wall there, Ozza. Crikey.
Raced, got close, racing,
I
close
know,
quality.
Wheels can kiss the wall, but he felt a rugby tackled them. He just into the wall.
Mr. Pagemark is on a lap.
Oh, Dyslexic! Dyslexic's the only person right now that can challenge Lando. Dyslexic is now going to activate the DRS with Mode 4 ERS. Can he go faster than Lando? No, he cannot.
And he's starting on...
Gary! Oh, Gary can't do better either. What about Grosjean? Grosjean's the only car. Oh, he's out of fuel. I was about to say he's the only car that can challenge Lando. And it's just like, oh wait, no, he's out of fuel, but never mind. So that is the top 10 as it stands. Lando in first place on the start of the group and behind him, which is actually funny how Lando Norris and Max Verstappen are actually really good mates outside of Formula One. They stream together. So, you know,
they play FIFA together.
Coincidence? I think not. But no shows. Third place, Gary fourth, Dyslexic fifth, IGN Legend sixth, Grosjean seventh, Lefted is in eighth place, Ozza ninth, and Mr. Pigeon. This is actually the lowest I've seen Mr. Pigeon start in a race, like in the times that I've commentated over the F1 division.
Wow, what a great qualifying, great lap from Lando to just beat Verstappen as well, isn't it? Like, you know, look at the gap.
That is incredible. 17 thousandths of a second. He was faster than Verstappen. When you said he was 3/10 faster, I was like, wait a minute, what was his previous time? And it turns out he did a 1:08.4.
Yeah.
So to see Lando put that kind of lap in, like, man, that's incredible.
That is a great
but
lap
no
from
shows. He's in third as well. So right now, Verstappen's got no shows with him in the top three. Gary, he's not too far behind. He's actually in the top. He's in the grid. Sorry, he's in the second line. So you know he's not too far behind the actual race leader.
100%. We have dyslexic. We have some people starting on the mediums, dyslexic, and for example, dyslexic and who was it, legends. They are starting in a right position on this. I'm fifth or sixth, or sixth or seventh. So not bad for them. I think Gary's also on the mediums. I can't remember, but yeah, this should be a good race. It should be a great race. Lando and Verstappen. 2/10 quicker than third position. So them two right now look like they're in a different league. So this should be fun. It should be a great race.
It should. And we've got to keep an eye on Unity Hush as well, because do keep in mind he's had a reputation of starting from the middle and fighting his way up to the top. Schumacher, actually, I've heard, has done really well since joining Division 1. So, do you want to do the formation lap?
Yes.
Once we get all the lads ready up, you're going to have to take... I normally do it with Bodder on a Sunday, but obviously because I wasn't well on Sunday, Bodder had to, ride solo. With, he had to ride with you, actually, on Sunday. He had to sort of work with you and said, so you're going to have to fill in for Bodder for me now. You filled in for Bodder as me, and now you're going to fill in for Bodder.
You get to listen to my beautiful formation lap, which people say is creepy, but I think it's awesome. Right.
All right, don't make me regret you giving that job.
Shane said he did regret it, but let's not talk about that.
Oh, God. Well, we just have to wait for the lobby host to ready up, and then we can get cracking on.
Yeah.
So...
Schumacher, very quickly. Yeah. Schumacher finished fifth last week, so he did a great race in USA. Of course, he's starting lower down this week, but do you think he can have a good race and make it?
I have a feeling Schumacher could. He'd done really good in his debut race in the F1 division, and fighting his way up, and he's been an F2 driver for all of the season, and then suddenly to go from F2 to fighting in F1, it's a real step up, and he's playing with the big boys. He's with the real fast lot of our league. Yeah, he's with these lot, and he's actually holding his own really well.
He finished fourth. Stranger told me in chat. He finished fourth. So even better.
Good result.
Yeah.
So
Shane,
Schumacher
sorry.
put some damage on the board already.
Mm.
Oh no, we've lost Unity. Hush! No!
Oh, no, very quickly.
He's gone again!
No, not like this. Not
Oh,
like
come on,
this.
Unity! No!
Not like this.
Not like this, Unity! Oh no!
God.
But, we cannot forget the guys in the Mex League though, because obviously Mech Zizou has some friends in the F2 division, Tarp and Mech Senna, and those guys have been quite renowned for some really good battles. So there's a good chance we could see some good moves maybe pulled off by Mech Zizou.
Yeah, hopefully. Great. He's a good driver, isn't he, Mexi? Of course, he's a fast driver. He's an F1, so hopefully he can do well. He hasn't had the best of luck the past couple of weeks, so hopefully he can do a great race. As Unity says, can't rate there, can't race. I'm obviously not in the mood right now.
That's bad.
That is really sad to hear.
That's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have Unity Hush race,
Yeah.
but the championship is still yours, bud. You know, you've not lost it. You're still the champion. It would have been nice to see you fight on the board. You know, try and get a good battle, take home a win. But if we can't get you in the formation lap, I think you might be missing it. But hopefully it'll work. But right now, we're still waiting on the lobby hosts because we're in the transition period. All the drivers are thoroughly going through their strategies and also their setups because
Their
you
PPs.
always got to going for a quick wee, go for a drink, you know.
Yeah.
But everyone's making sure that they're fully on it. Setups, strategies, bladders, cups, you know, making sure everything's all good. And then they'll get it all going.
Cars, bladders.
Yeah. Have you ever actually been in a league race and like was desperately needing the toilet? Like, you know, it makes you push fast.
100%. I was
Because you're just like, come on!
we were in a race.
I need to finish!
Yeah, we were in a race at the start of the season, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll go for a quick wee. And then all of a sudden, I just get a text from Cam and said, we started, what are you doing the back start? I was literally like halfway through the wee, I had to run back upstairs, and I always just needed it for the whole
Please
race.
don't tell me you went on the floor.
No, I was literally just like holding it, I was like, please just let this finish now, I've had enough, I can't do it. As soon as the race finished, I was like, thank God, goodbye.
God.
But yeah.
Oh, that TMI.
Yeah, right. How long has it been now? Has it been like 3 minutes or something now? Just waiting for Grosjean
About that.
to ready up. He has gone through toilet himself. We have currently 16 viewers, if I'm not wrong. Is it 16?
We've got 25 at the moment.
Oh, right, so it looks like my Twitch is broken, but yeah, we have 25 viewers currently, so thank you very much for everyone watching. Hopefully you can...
The race will start eventually. Just as soon as these guys have finished going to the toilet. Because I was going to say, they must have gotten their strategies and stuff done by now.
Sorry, you know, he's they're still
Hey,
working
there
it.
you go.
There we go,
Grosjean has
Grosjean.
completely destroyed the toilet and now got back to his car.
He just called the plumber where he was waiting. That's why he couldn't ready up.
I wondered why I could hear screams from down the road. Just, oh. All right, now I'll pass over to Element for the formation lap.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Right, so we'll start from the bottom, if you don't mind. So,
Go for it, mate. It's your show.
yeah. So we'll start from the bottom. Right. In 18th position, we have Vector SF1 in the Renault. In 17th, we have Mech Zizou in the McLaren. In 16th, we have RSF1 Schumacher in the Ferrari. In 15th, we have the Devil in the Ferrari. We spoke to him earlier and he said hopefully he's going to win the race. Hopefully we can speak to him at the end of the race on the podium. In 14th, we have Bumper Viking in the Toro Rosso. In 13th, we have Oat 187 in the Racing Point. In 11th, we have RSF1 Vettel in the Toro Rosso. In 10th, we have Mr. Pigeon Punch in the Alfa Romeo. In 9th, we have Alta 32 in the McLaren. In 8th, we have Lefty F1 in the Mercedes.
Sounds like Little Britain RSF1 version.
In 7th, we have RSF1 version with the Alfa Romeo. In 6th, we have IGN X Legends in the Haas. In 5th, we have the fast winning Sync Dyslexic. In 4th, we have Gary 05063 in the Renault. And in 3rd, we have No Showers in the Racing Pool. In 2nd, we have Alison Verstappen in the Williams. And in pole, we have RSF1 Lando in the Red Bull.
Crikey, I didn't realise that sounded like it was going into the post office. Can you please take my parcel, please, mate?
£3.
Cash in number 3, please.
Right.
All right, so that was Element in the post office.
Element in its prime.
Now there's a final Ferrari that's fallen behind a little bit in the formation lap, lining up on the grid. It is 5 red lights going on in Brazil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's lights out, the way we go, and it looks like Verstappen got a really good run to try and get onto Norris going into turn 1, but Norris actually managed to close the door and move forward, and IGN Legends has fallen down after battling with Dyslexics, and next Zizu has fallen down to the bottom of the grid, and it looks like Verstappen is challenging Lando going onto the straight, and side by side down the straight. It looks like No Charles is actually being challenged by Gary. Gary got ahead. Legends managed to make up the places, and it looks like Verstappen's got wide. Lando's pushed him off. Well, not pushed him off, but it looks like they're having a bit of battle side by side, and Verstappen went wide going off, and looks like Lando's been challenged again by Verstappen. Oh, we've lost a car. We've lost Grosjean. Grosjean's already down the corner instead. At the exact same corner, we lost Ozza in the qualifying. And it looks like Verstappen is still challenging Lando. Gary is actually all over the back of Verstappen. No Charles 4th, Legends 5th, Dyslexic 6th, Left is 7th, Pigeon Munch 8th, The Devil's made up 6 positions after falling down
Schumacher
the grid
has
after
ring
crashing. Oh, we've got Schumacher's race has already gone to a bad start. And I could say the same for Unity Hush as well, who will not be starting the Brazilian Grand Prix. The race moves on, and Verstappen's throwing it down the inside, going into turn 1. And it looks like he's managed to make the move on Lando and get ahead.
Look at Gary.
He's trying. Like Gary, he's going round the outside after the center S's to try and get on Verstappen. But Lando's getting a really good run on Gary. This is a 3-wide battle going into turn 3. And it looks like the battle still pushes on. Gary down the inside on Lando. He manages to get the move done. What a move by Gary, taking advantage of the situation. And he's challenging for the lead. He touches wheels with Verstappen. He's off the track. He manages to rejoin in 7th place. Luckily, no damage.
Look at No Shots and Legends. Legends are getting around the outside of No Shots going into time 9.
Dyslexics has actually got past Lefted, and he's challenging Legends.
Yeah. Oh my god, what the first 2 laps this has been. Wow.
And they're still going on. They're still fighting. Lando, he's still trying to catch up to Verstappen after that battle with Gary. It really set him back. It's not done him any favours.
No.
But it looks like Legends and Dyslexics are probably having a little bit of a battle. Lefted is actually going around the outside of Dyslexic.
And Legends is looking into the inside of No Shots for the first corner.
Into turn 1 we go, and the Haas is managing to make the move on the racing one. Oh, they touch wheels. They're still side by side into the S's. Legend, he manages to keep it going. With the DRS enabled, he gets ahead. He's actually probably in the DRS of. No, he's not. He's not got the DRS. No Charles is being challenged by Dyslexic. Gary, he's had a bit of a bad one after that start, but he's still in 7th place. He's doing all right. Iotes 10th, the Devil, he's still doing okay. He's gone up 4 places since starting the race. However, it's Ozza and Schumacher that have really lost out in the race start. Mek Zizou up 3 positions. Vettel SF71 has made up a few as well. I think we can now safely put the tyre board back on now. I'd say a couple of laps at least of the positions made and then onto the tyre board. So, as it stands, Mek Zizou is the only one on a hard compound tyre.
Yep, 100%. Hello, Rusty.
Bamba Viking is nearly going to... Well, he's going to try and make a move. Is that me?
It's nowhere near my mouth, but yeah, I'm from sorry.
But Dyslexic's actually going to try and make another move on No Shows. Same place where Gary, Lando, and Verstappen made the battle. Dyslexic has actually managed to push No Shows wide, but No Shows doesn't care. He's not going to accept that battle. He's managed to stay ahead. Lefted is challenging Dyslexics in the Williams. And Gary, look at that Gary, he was just fighting one of the Williams.
Dyslexic get past No Shows.
Round the outside, Dyslexic goes and he sticks it. What a move. And Lefted's got past No Shows as well.
No Shows just let him go through. I'm sorry, yeah.
Maybe. No Shows got caught up. No Shows retaliates down the inside. On Lefted in the second sector. What a move. Lefted stays ahead. Gary's just waiting for the right time to pounce. He's got the opportunity. He just needs to wait for it. Alongside the battle, the 5th place is still going. Gary's actually going down the left-hand side of the racing point. Down inside, Gary gets ahead. But No Shows, is he going to try and retaliate going into turn 1? He is. Down the inside. No, he gets a little look down the inside.
He thinks about it.
He backs off for a minute.
Yeah, he thinks about it. Look at it. Oh! Lefted.
Oh, actually on Mercedes!
He's now lost a lot of time.
How much that's costed him!
And look at Mr. Pitt.
And No Shows actually went from being challenged by Lefted to being challenged by Vettel.
Wow. So
look how close it is! How many cars are in that? Oh, we've got wing damage! Looks like it's actually the racing point. Iotes.
Yeah.
I knew how close those cars were to each other. They're only like the battle between, I think it was 6th place all the way down to about 13th. It was not that far, maybe a half a second. Oh, and Iotes just managed to crash into Lefted. I saw that. He broke quite late, and he managed to, he broke late, he locked up, and he caught the Mercedes. So in that little incident there, Lefted has been pushed all the way down to the bottom of the grid, and that has not done Iotes any favours whatsoever.
Gary at the front edge trying to get past the second, going around the outside into the center rows. Can he make the move? The second goes really deep now, trying to.
Oh, and they touch!
Yeah, they do touch, and now coming out of the second corner, he's going to get the DRS to the Dyslexic. Can he make the move? Going around to the inside, going out. Yes, he's going to get the DRS to the Dyslexic. Can he make the move? He does. Great early time. Great little battle with those two for full position.
But the battle's not over yet. The Dyslexics have been known to retake that position going into this sector. No Shows, however, he's got the pressure of Lefted now gone, but he's still got Vettel behind him.
100%. And then if you look at IGN Legends, he's actually caught all the way back up to Lando. He was about 1.3 seconds behind him. He's now 6 tenths. So they could actually challenge Lando for the second position.
Verstappen is slowly just etching away a couple of hundredths here and there and getting a little bit ahead now. He's only 1.7 seconds ahead of Lando in the Red Bull, but it looks like Legend's got some serious pace around here.
Legend is a good driver and he has got quite good pace around the track by loads of things. The Dyslexics not actually close enough. Vettel and No Shows going to side by side with the center resters. Mr. Benjamin right behind them as well. Vettel gets past No Shows going out of the center resters. Is Mr. Benjamin going to be able to do the move as well? Can he do it? Outbreaking each other side by side.
They touch wheels.
And
Pigeon!
He's lost it.
What happened? Pigeon, he was completely fine going on that line. He probably just got maybe a bit of oversteer or something like that. But Pigeon, he made such a tremendous move on those shells, and in the back end just disagreed with him and just sent the car off the track. We've lost Mr. Pigeon for a little bit. He's all the way down in P13.
It's so unlucky. If maybe it was just understeer. Maybe it was just understeer, or it was
probably was oversteer, because the back end of the car just completely gave out.
Look at Legends now. He's got the RS on Lando. Can he make the move into going into the first corner? Can he get close enough as well?
Oh, down into turn 1, Legends goes, challenging Lando into the center S's. They're side by side. There's respect being given. They're both leaving each other space while battling like they really want this position. Lando is trying his absolute best to shake off Legends, and it just looks like Lando just holds on to it for the time being.
Look at Vettel with the Devil as well. 6 positions again, side by side.
Oh, Legends is actually going to try and make a move on the same place Ozza lost it in the qualifying, and also where we lost car in the beginning. But it looks like he backs off because he realises maybe I'll just hold off for another couple of corners and I'll try again. And it looks like Verstappen will have to pit because Lando and Legends are on the medium compound tyre.
Those tyres, those softs can do about 12, 13 laps, I think, easily, until they start
How many would you say the mediums could do?
They could do about 17, 16, and then you would have to come to hards. So,
oh, Legends is going for it again! Whoa, Gary Lando just shut the door on him! So Legends just nearly got ahead, going into turn 1, same place, round the outside, Legends goes onto Lando, but looks like Legends actually is the one who's out on top. Lando gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yep, he does. Lando, can you make the move back onto Legends? So here we go, around the outside he goes, can he outbreak the house? No, he can't. Legends keeps in position, but Lando just doesn't have the space to get through. And Vettel gets past Legend, the Devil as well. So good little battle there for 6. This is just helping out Gary to catch up to Lando and Legends, and for Verstappen to pull away, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Dyslexic's a person we've got to keep an eye on because he is catching up to Gary, and also Schumacher. He's gaining on Lefty. He's got the DRS. Lefty is on the hard compound tyre while Schumacher is on the mediums. And actually, Schumacher's being challenged by Ozza. The battle between cars in 14th and 16th place is not too far off.
Yep.
It is looking like the battle could unfold in the very next lap.
There's also a 4-way battle for 6 between Vettel, the Devil, and Rover. So it's going to be very interesting to see.
Oh, it looks like the Devil's going to try and make a move on Vettel going into turn 1. The Ferrari trying to catch the Honda, but the Ferrari it gets a moment gone there because Vettel managed to get that line, closed it on him. He's like, no, I hear you knocking at the door. I'm just going to have to wait there, mate. But it looks like he's going to try and kick that door open. The Devil challenges Vettel down the inside at the end of the straight. He gets that move done. He made that look easy. Oh, and it looks like they made a little touch there, but no damage done to the Toro Rosso. But now the Devil moves up into P6 after starting really down at the bottom of the grid. You know, race start, it was P15. Now he's 16th place. Made up some serious positions. Vettel SF1, he's now pitted onto the hard compound tyre.
Yeah, so I think it's going to go to the end now until the end of the race. But look at Schumacher, Vettel on Ozza as well. Ozza's doing a mix for Vettel, and Schumacher's trying to get past Vettel as well. Vettel just came out of the pits, so he's going to have, well, he said to me he's on the mediums, but he's going to have hard zones to the left. But yeah, he's going to be struggling at the start. And Ozza gets a penalty. That's really good. Then look at the gap between Legends and Lando already. And Vettel going on the inside of the Devil as well. Can he make the overtake? He does. Great overtake with the first corner. Vettel is going to get DRS on my as well. I was going to get out of the way though, and that's going to help out Vettel.
Oh, a bit of grass kicked up by the Ferrari there.
Yep, and Gary and Lando. Gary gets back to Lando and the outside. And going into the 5th corner. Great overtake, but Gary, so much going on at the same time.
Gary is not playing about today. He's on those soft compound tyres. Lando's trying to do his best to preserve those mediums, but Lando's had so much battles since the race start. You know, he was the pole sitter for the start of the race. challenged by Verstappen, Legend, and now Gary. And that's going to leave Lando very vulnerable for Dyslexic.
Yeah. Of course, Gary is on the soft.
Keep on getting them mixed up a little bit. Oh, there's a bit of battle between Ozza and Vettel. Oh, their battle goes on. Looks like Vettel was actually trying to get ahead of Ozza. Because Ozza's tyres are 9 laps old, while Vettel's only got 1 lap old tyres. So the hards may be less grippier than the mediums, but they have more life in them than their tyres does.
100%. Oh, what's happening in sector 1? Nothing. Oh, yeah, we have lost Io again. It's into the first corner. So I think he's just trying to get away maybe a bit too much, and he's lost it. In his race so far, Iota's look at the
really
devil and
Vettel.
Look at the devil trying to get past Vettel. One of the Ozza lost it, but Vettel keeps the position. Wow.
Battle between Ozza and Vettel, SF1, sorry to cut in there, into the center S's. He's trying his best to take that position back because Vettel almost got ahead of Ozza. Ozza managed to get back ahead on the center S's. Schumacher's actually challenging Vettel. It's a 3-wide battle that's about to occur at the end of the straight. It looks like Vettel really wants these positions. He goes wide. Schumacher is hanging close. He is waiting for that opportunity. It's almost 3 wide going up the hill.
Schumacher
Ozza gets overtaken by Vettel. Schumacher and Ozza are side by side. Ozza's fallen down to P16. Schumacher's gone up a position as well. And Ozza, he may have fallen off the track for a moment, but he's straight back onto the gearbox of that Ferrari.
So he's not letting go now. He can't, because he knows that Vettel hasn't got the grip currently compared to him. So he knows he can make it back. Oh, Schumacher is really close to the back of that Renault as well. As we have the devil and Vettel still fighting for fifth position.
Ozza wants to make another move. He's going to try and go down the inside on Schumacher on the straight into turn 1. He can't do it. He loses the back end. Ozza almost loses it. He manages to gain control. That's probably going to be a warning there because obviously this game's been a little bit picky in Brazil, especially. None of the wheels were on the track, they're on the curb, so it might have been a warning there for Ozza. So he might be okay. Lando's actually caught straight back up to Gary. This is actually at the point now where the soft compound tyres are starting to slowly go off.
Oh my God.
Look at that Lando's speed! He's actually gone past Gary with ease.
Wow. And look at this Lexington now, 6 cents behind these two. So trying to get past Vettel. And yeah, just really touched the couple of Van Rijken. So a bit inch closer, and Van Rijken were going round.
Oh, Vettel's actually got wing damage on the right end plate.
Has he? Because when he was battling the devil, he lost a bit of the front wing blessing. But he can still keep it going. He's in a good position currently. There's a 3-way battle for the third currently. Look at this. As we have Lando, Gary, and Dyslexic, who's actually caught up to them now. Legends and Verstappen have actually just flown away now, haven't they? So it should be a good battle.
Verstappen has done his best to try and open the gap, but now is where the softs are starting to slowly run out. Because look at the temps now slowly cut down. Because Legend has got he's got a few more laps grip more compared to Verstappen. Verstappen will have to pit. Iotes gets another 3-second time penalty. Although Gary is trying his best to hold off Dyslexic, but it looks like he wants to maybe try and take back third place.
Yeah, looks like Lando is just really quick on the straight, doesn't he? Not like Gary is not really catching up to him, but he has put on 0 ERS. I think he's maybe focusing more on the Dyslexic now than instead of Lando, in my opinion. Because Gary, of course, is on the stop, so it's not like he's going to be gaining time on people. I think he's just going to be focusing on defending now, isn't he?
Yeah, biding his time, waiting for the correct opportunity to strike. Iotes, he's retired from the session. Is that terminal damage or is that
I'll check very quickly.
retirement?
That was retirement.
He had a bit of a bad start to the race, and I think Iotes just went, you know what, time to call it a day. battle for third still goes on. Gary's still close to Lando, but the Dyslexic still really getting on.
Verstappen's in.
Looks like Verstappen and Gary have pitted. Legend takes the lead of the race.
Yeah.
And Lando is being challenged by Dyslexic. Now that Dyslexic's no longer got the dirty air of the Renault, he can try and gain.
Bamber Bike is
Red Bull.
going on the outside of the Devil. Got ready to center as he gets the position. Great overtake by Bamber Bike on the Devil. So the Devil, the Ferrari driver.
Oh, and there's been a crash by Dyslexic and Lando.
No.
Lando's got no wing. What happened there?
What?
I saw flying debris as Bamber got round the outside of the Devil, and suddenly, who started in first place for the start of the race, he has fallen down the grid with a broken wing and a 10-second time penalty for exceeding the track limits. Lando's race has gone from bad to worse. That is horrible.
That is unlucky for him. It's actually got wing damage as well, so he's going to have to put it in now. So, it's like helped up
and that's done the Devil a favour as well.
Yeah.
P15 in the race start, and he's challenging Bamber Viking.
Well, Viking, of course, he started P14 as well, didn't he? So then he's still got a great little race so far. As the Devil's going to send it around the inside.
Oh, the Devil looks up!
SNRS's.
What a save! He managed to stop it, and Bamber gets a 3-second time penalty. Good God!
Beautiful helicopter view for this battle as well. Wow. We've been treated today.
The Devil, what a save though. Going into turn 1, he tried to make the move on Bamber, but then he locked up the brakes, and that really could have been bad there. He could have hit Bamber, but luckily he managed to recover it, save it, and the battle continued. So nice save, but I think these mediums are now starting to get to their wits' end. However, look at Grosjean. He's started on those on those softs. He's still going.
So, yeah, he's not done yet with those softs, is he? He's going to keep it going. He's actually not losing a lot of time either. Verstappen gets past Vettel. Verstappen's got onto the mediums. So Verstappen might be doing a 2-stop right now.
That's a very risky strategy, isn't it? I thought it would be soft to hard if you wanted to do a 1-stop.
You could either do softs to hard or mediums to hard, but if you do a 2-stop, you've got to know that you have the pace compared to every single other driver here in the track. And you're going to get a lot of penalties. Yeah, Grosjean is in the pits now. And look at the Devil on Bamber Viking. He's really close now. He's going to get DRS on Bamber Viking. He's barely got any ERS to play with, though. If we get around the outside, he's going to outbrake. It's still wants to drive, but he goes really wide. He goes off the track. And Viking into position, though. Wow, that was really close.
Actually, Mech Zizou is also a driver who's currently made this strategy work. Started on the hard compound tyres, 17 laps, and he's made up a lot of positions. So hats off there to Mech Zizou. He's done really well.
Yeah, he's just kept off the all of the problems. He's kept off all of the accidents. So he's kept those tyres nice and competitive. Verstappen is in 4th now. He's got 2 down there, 2 from the Devil and Bamber Viking to worry about. And then he has a Legends in front of him. The Legends still going.
Schumacher and Ozza are fighting down in P4 for P14, the battle. And Ozza and Schumacher are just having a little battle of their own, swapping position.
The Devil just touches the back of that Toro Rosso, and then he just went straight into the wall going after the first corner. Sorry about that, that was nearly monumental crash. Wow.
And it looks like Bamber is not done here. He's challenging the Devil again at the end of the straight. Look who's just emerged in the background. It's Verstappen.
Oh, it's going to be really tasty. I think he's going to let Verstappen go. I think he's going to fight for it. It's going to be interesting. What do you think? What would you do if you were Bamber Viking and the Devil?
Well, the thing is they still have a better track position than Verstappen. Obviously, if this was a back marker battle, they will have to let him go. But then it's not a back marker battle. They are currently ahead of Verstappen, so they will keep fighting. And if Verstappen wants to jump in, he can, but he has to get the job done himself.
I don't think these two are very worried about Verstappen. Right now, they're so focused on battle. I don't really think they're too worried about Verstappen. I don't even think they know that Verstappen's there. As Schumacher was really stopped by the side to the corner that Oz nearly lost it. That was close. That was very close between
Round the
those two.
outside goes the Devil on Bamba Viking. These two keep on fighting at this exact same corner. The Devil gets, but Bamba challenges again on the straight. Bamba has actually got no battery, so both Bamba and the Devil, their batteries are flat. The only thing that's benefiting Bamba right now is DRS.
100%. And look at this, going through the first sector. Verstappen's managed to catch up by 7/10. And Gary is getting past the Vettel now, going into the second corner that you were on about with the Devil when he gets past him nicely.
Schumacher and Oswald are still fighting in the back, side by side going to the S's. They touch a little bit going into the S's, but they're still fighting side by side of each other. These two are just having a little race of their own. They're not earning any points at the moment, but this battle between them looks like it's quite fun. Yeah, they're enjoying it. They're just having a blast.
100%, yeah. So we have, where's Lando? So Lando's last now. With those hards. So he's lost out so much, unfortunately. The Devil and Bamba both picked. Where is this going to put them?
So we have to keep an eye on them for a moment because it looks
Vettel's
like they
gone
might
as
just
well.
get out ahead of No Charles.
Vettel's gone in, so it's going to be a double stack for Toro Rosso. Can they do it, or is it going to hold Vettel up? We'll see. Van Viking has actually lost a lot of time on the Devil now. Is Vettel?
Oh, they made it work! They made it work! The double stack
No,
worked,
they haven't.
and now Vettel can get his wing fixed.
They just about made it. He's lost time. They had to get ready. They had to get the wing ready and everything. But
They're on softs.
Yeah, he's done softs. He is doing the two-stop.
Vettel and Bamba are going onto the soft compound tyre. Looks like the Devil's instantly trying to challenge Grosjean. Zizou is moved up into 5th, No Charles 4th, Gary's in 3rd, Verstappen 2nd, IGN Legend, he's now in the pits! Looks like the battle for the lead is now about to unfold. I think Legend is going to go for a one-stop. Can Verstappen...
No, he's going onto a soft.
Achieve...
He's going to soft.
What? Oh yeah, no, yeah, he can do it, yeah. Grosjean did 16 laps in the softs. They could easily do 14. If he preserves it right. However, Verstappen has got to do 20 laps on the medium compound tyre.
Oh,
he can do it, but they're going to be screaming.
The Devil's on fresh new sauce. Can he get past him? Zizou gets out of the way. Here comes the Devil, though, around the outside. He can't make it. It's just the rest is going to have to stick behind him, though. Can he get past him with DRS? Here we go. Round the outside.
Oh, and he touches!
Oh, they touched
And they touched again!
Oh my god, what close racing. My god, it was so close. Nearly just went off. He's not done yet. He is. He's going to stick behind for this corner. If you make an overtake on this corner, you're going to have some big cojones to make it. That is horrific.
Got his wings still on. They managed to he touched the back wheel, and some drivers, you know, a slight little touch, wings gone. But the Devil, it's like maybe twice in that little moment they touched.
Yeah.
No damage whatsoever.
No.
That Ferrari is made of complete steel.
100%. Very quickly on the track.
Carbon fibre, but steel Ferraris.
Yeah, on the track promise. And we have Unity saying, Legend does for Haas. Hopefully you can do well for the Haas team. Unity, of course, can't be there. And Shane says Sauce will go to the end. Yep. Sauce will 100% go to the end.
Yeah, Legend's actually got the benefit of the softer compound tyre. The Devil got past Grosjean. Now next in the Devil's crosshairs is No Charles. He's up 10 positions since DNFing in the first session after crashing. So it looks like the Devil is in for redemption today. He is after No Charles. Vettel gets fastest lap of the race on the soft compound tyre. He goes behind Ozza. Looks like they're battling into the center S's.
Yep.
And and Vettel gets ahead of Ozza. Ozza's done 21 laps on those mediums.
So it looks like Oz is going to go and put on softs at the end of this race. At the end of this, sorry.
And the battle has already unfolded. Look how close the Legend's already gotten to Verstappen. Verstappen may have really good pace around here, but when you're putting mediums against softs, especially with these two, softs are going to win. what was literally just 3 seconds after the pits.
Oh my god.
Legends gets fastest lap of the race as well. He is really, really fast right now.
That is.
Cannot take
really
our
quick.
eyes off these two. This battle is unfolding at any given moment.
Yeah.
The Legends is going to be putting pressure on Verstappen, as if Verstappen will not crack under the pressure. So there's a battle. No, Mech Zizou has finally pitted after doing 23 laps on the hard compound tyre. Very good work there from Zizou.
He did go onto a soft tyre until the end, so yeah, he can easily do that. We have his teammate Oliver coming in as well. So two McLaren, two Taurus, and back with Mike actually lost a lot of time to the Devil. They were fighting so much from the first team, and now they've lost enough. And you look at the Devil now. You look at the Devil. He's all over the back of no showers. So the Devil's trying to look past the no showers. See if he can catch up to Gary. Do you think if he gets past no showers, he can get Gary?
There is a chance, and Oz has retired from the session.
He was trying to pit. Yeah, he did.
Oh, that's a shame. Oz was putting on a good show, Schumacher. But, however, we carry on. It looks like the Devil, he's fighting for 4th place, side by side with no showers.
Oh, and he gets
And
a
he does
position.
it. The Devil gets out ahead. Let's look at Legends. Legends is down the inside of Verstappen at the end of the straight.
And he gets him.
Haas makes the move, takes the lead. Verstappen is looking to make that move to take 1st place back. But Legend shuts the door. He does say, you know what, I'm keeping this position. Verstappen stays 2nd. Legends retakes the lead.
Oh, wait, Shane says that he didn't retire, he crashed on exit. So Ozza, what you said at the start of qualifying, if you're not keeping your hands-on controller on the wheel, and you're coming out of the pits, you're going to be in big trouble. So we just crashed coming out of the exit.
Commentator's cursor.
He's done time slip, he's done.
I didn't point fingers at anyone. It just happened.
Verstappen, he's got the Austin Legends, but you look at the gap now, Legends is flying on the stuff. He's loving it on the stuff, isn't he? Wow.
He is just really feeling the grip. Well, however, though, Verstappen is still keeping up. He may be on the mediums, but it doesn't mean the battle's over yet.
It's not even to
Eventually,
because
because he's still got 10 laps to go on the softs. Eventually, those softs will start to slowly lose grip, but Verstappen's been on those softs for 10 laps. So at the end, both Legend and Verstappen are going to be losing a lot of grip.
Yeah, mediums, points. Yeah, so
Oh, mediums, my bad.
Verstappen is going to have better tyres at the end of the race compared to Legends. So hopefully, maybe if we can keep it around 1 second behind Legends at the end of the race, he could make a difference. Maybe challenge him for the lead of the race, couldn't he? So, but we'll have to see. 10 laps to go. This lap's gone by so quickly.
It's just because we've been so into the battles as well, you know. It's gone by, no problem. Lefted has actually managed to climb his way back up the board after having a very nasty incident with Ozza.
Yeah.
Back in, no, it wasn't Ozza, it was Iox actually. Back in the beginning stages of the race. He's managed to fight his way back through the grid. He's got 9 laps to go. Is Lefty looking to maybe go to the end on those hards?
Oh yeah, those parts pretty easily to the end of the race, yeah. But if you look down, Grosjean's all the back of Charles. So Grosjean, who's Grosjean? Do you know?
Shrimper.
So Grosjean is actually now catching up to the back of No Charles on those mediums.
And let's actually have a look at the penalty situation up in the top 5.
Okay.
What's the penalties looking like for the Legends, Verstappen, Gary, and the Devil?
Okay. Legends has 2
See if
warnings.
they've got any warnings. How about Verstappen?
2 warnings.
Gary?
Penalty and a warning. 2 warnings. Only 2 warnings.
Now, the Devil recently just got given a penalty just a moment ago, so we know the Devil has got 3 seconds.
Yeah. So he's got 1 3 second. He's only got 1 penalty. No Charles hasn't got anything. Grosjean has 2 warnings. So it's pretty close between penalties for the top 2, and then Gary has 1 penalty, the Devil has 1, No Charles hasn't got anything, he hasn't got a warning or a penalty, and Grosjean has 2 warnings.
Also, No Charles's race has been very, very clean. He's done really well. He's on the hard compound tyre. He's managed to stick it out for 20 laps. So really good work there from No Charles.
Yeah. So, and he can get to the end, of course, with those tyres very easily, so if he can keep Grosjean behind, which looks like he is, he's actually putting away from him, he can actually do pretty well. For me, Salim is in the medium to the end of his car. He's not, is he? He's just on hard. Just make sure.
The Devil's got to put in a little bit of work though, because Gary is on 12-lap-old mediums. The Devil's on 7-lap-old softs. He just needs to at least stay 3 seconds ahead of No Charles to secure 4th place, which is 11 positions up from when he started.
Wow.
The Devil has done really good work. And now, let's have a look, see. Oh, Grosjean gets a penalty. So that's No Charles safe in 5th.
And No Charles gets 2 penalties now. And that's actually going to help Bamba Viking. So Bamba Viking can bring in a second and a half onto Grosjean. He could get sick.
Pigeon's actually been caught up by Lefted. Lefted's managed to get redemption after that horrible incident in the opening laps, and he's pressurising Pigeon. He's on 23-lap-old hards, and he's pressurising a guy on 12-lap-old mediums. Just shows how much work Lefted is putting in right now to try and build his way back up and at least get some decent points for the end of the race.
Yeah, well, I think his left, his tyres are now starting to, his tyres actually starting to get into the room. His tyres are stuck holding off soon, so it's going to be a very close fight to the end now, which is going to be good. The Select is actually catching up to this as well, behind.
Yeah, so, I was going to say, that incident with Lando has not slowed down Dyslexic. It may have put him down the grid, but he's still fighting. He's actually got a nice looking helmet. I think, is that just Brazil?
I don't know, but it doesn't match his car, which, also, I don't know if you know, but I love it when a driver's helmet matches the car. I think that's beautiful.
Then you wouldn't have liked Daniel Ricciardo's.
No, I don't like Daniel Ricciardo's one, of course not. But
I like it.
I don't know. It doesn't match the car.
It may not match the car, but the helmet reflects the driver.
It doesn't match the car.
Ayrton Senna had a white and red McLaren, and he had a green and yellow helmet.
I just don't like the helmet. I just like it when it matches the car and it all smooths together. But anyway, we'll stop talking about that. Grosjean is actually 1 second.
This discussion will carry on after the stream, mate.
I will not start until the rest of my case. But anyway, Grosjean with a DRS of No Charles now, so his tyres are starting to groove in now to the race. And he needs to get past No Charles and get 3 seconds on the other to make sure he gets a 5th position. The Devil is put up to Gary. He's made 3 points. He's made a second and a half on Gary on those tyres. It's gonna be a good fight this is, isn't it?
Striking distance, between the Devil and Gary.
Oh, Mr. Pigeon lost the back end coming into turn 4.
Oh no, Pigeon!
And that's literally just gifted the left 8 and Dyslexic 9. Oh no, and Lando gets a
3-second time penalty as well. Lando must have a lot of penalties now. I think like 16 seconds, including that 10-second penalty after that incident with Dyslexic.
Yeah, so he's going to be last, I think, by the end of this, if people behind him don't have penalties, but can shoot back there.
Dyslexic's actually gaining on Lefted. Lefted's tyres are very, very worn. 25 laps. while Dyslexic's on younger and fresher tyres. So that means Dyslexic's going to try and make the move on lefted down the straight. This is going to go to turn 1 by the looks of it, unless Dyslexic can shut the door on the Mercedes, and he does. Dyslexic moves up to 8th place. What a good recovery. It looks like Lefted's actually struggling for grip now after being on those tyres for a really long time. The Devil's actually caught up to Gary. He cut down a whole second.
Wow. The Devil is on for a podium right now, isn't he? This could be a great race.
He is thirsty for a podium. He had such bad luck at the beginning of the race. Beginning of the session, really. Falling down, just crashing out of Q1. He was so gutted when he came into this comms box. We said we might speak to him later. I think this might be the case. He's gaining on Gary. Gary doesn't look like he's got the grip. I think these softs still have a little bit more to go. The Devil wants to push them as fast as he can, as far as he can, and get past Gary. And he does! Round the outside, the Ferrari goes on the Renault, and he makes it happen. The Devil into 3rd place. He now needs to make up 3 seconds to stay in 3rd. He needs to get ahead of Gary and get ahead now.
Gary has a penalty as well. So
Gary has a penalty too.
Yeah. But they have penalties. Currently, this is for position. Purely for position. There's no penalty involved. So,
although there is one factor that we both almost forgot. The Devil. I was about to say the Gary. The Devil has got a dead battery, but Gary has a 68% charged battery. He's got the power to try and retake 3rd place. The Devil, however, has been relying completely on the softer compound tyre as well as DRS. He's still got a softer tyre, but no ERS or DRS.
I think the Devil's just going to try and stay up as much as he can, and now he's up front. So hopefully, when Gary makes a move and he attacks, look at him, he's got 3% finishing the straight. That didn't really hurt him going into the straight as well. So I think he's going to try and save up as much as possible in the middle section, put it into an arm, put it into the lead, and then just hopefully, that will save up as much as possible going into the straights.
They're both struggling for grip.
Left is a 3-second time penalty behind Dyslexic, and Dyslexic is actually catching up to Bamba Biking on the tops.
Lefted's actually gaining on Dyslexic, even though he's got 28 lap on
Schumacher gets Lando goes into the pits. So Schumacher's getting past Lando, who was straight, but Lando's just gone straight to the he's gone on to Lando's retired.
Lando's had enough.
He's called it a day there, I think.
He's called it a day. It's been a hard day in the office for the Red Bull team today,
oh my god!
Especially the fact that what's happened?
Legends was 5 seconds ahead of Verstappen. He's now 1.5.
What happened there?
How did we miss that? What the hell happened? And Gary is 3 tenths behind the Devil.
The battle for the top 4 has just completely gone topsy-turvy. It looks like Gary's going to try and make a move on the Devil at the end of this straight. There's Lando coming out the pits! They almost hit the AI car of Lando, obviously. Lando retired in the pits, but the game decided to throw the car back out, so there's nothing that can be done there. Lando's Red Bull is now out on the track. It's the second to last lap of the race. Vettel SF1 gets a 3-second time penalty. Gary is trying to do all he can to take back 3rd place. The Devil, he has put in so much work off the starting P15. If he can get 3rd place, that will be complete redemption.
100%. Schumacher gets the 3-second time penalty. Vettel, is looking at the back of Vettel's S01. So it's going to be a battle at the end of the race.
It's a battle of the Vettels. Wow. The Germans are battling.
Verstappen now is 2 seconds behind Legend, so maybe Legend lost the back or he made a mistake or something. Pretty big mistake to lose for Verstappen. So,
Gary almost tried to make the move down the inside in turn 1. It's the final lap. Gary has one opportunity left to take third place back from the devil. This is the quintessential move he could make. The Renault goes down the inside on the devil. He goes a little bit wide. They're still side by side. Gary's gone. The devil's gone. The devil's got no damage, but No Shouts takes third. No Shouts is third. The devil, after all that work, they make contact somewhere after they go side by side. The devil, however, he has no damage. I have no idea how that Ferrari has not taken a single knock. Gary, however, has taken the brunt of that.
Legends coming through now.
Loses the end plate, 6th place, and we're going to have to go back up the grid. IGN Legends, after a tremendous battle, starting 3rd, beating Lando and Verstappen through the entire race. Legends wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Verstappen takes 2nd, and it looks like No Shouts has come home 3rd. There we go, No Shouts 3rd. The devil comes home 4th, and Grosjean 5th. Let's see about Gary. Where's Gary going to finish after that horrible knock? Dyslexic gets 6th! What a move! Last second, Dyslexic got past Bamber. That's tracked Dyslexic straight up after 6th place.
Oh my God.
What a move! Max Zizou, he's the next across the line, and then Schumacher. That is the race as it stands. No Shouts getting a podium as well. That is tremendous, because literally it was a battle for 3rd between the devil and Gary, and then suddenly No Shouts went from 5th to 3rd.
No Shouts, I think, just came out of the corner. Oh, hello. Goodbye.
Right, so
wow.
Legends wins the race. What a race this has been. So let's try and get these 3 into the party.
They quickly drive with the day
so,
for you.
It's hard to say. We'll wait for the board to get up on the screen, and then we'll decide driver of the day.
Okay.
There and then. It's hard to say because I'd say definitely the devil is a definite candidate because he did make up 11 positions even after the contact with Gary.
Make sure you scroll down. Promise.
Yeah, I've scrolled down, had a little look. Right now, the car that seems to have made the most positions on the grid has to be the devil. He went from P15 to 11th. So if I went to go through pure positions made, it would be the devil. But however, Dyslexic and Lando both made contact and fell down the grid, and Dyslexic really did make a good comeback after such a nasty crash. So for me, it's joint driver of the day between Dyslexic and the devil.
For me, it's the same as well. Can we do that?
I think it's gonna. Yeah, we can do it. It has been done.
Yeah.
So it's joint driver of the day given to the devil for the positions he's made up, and Dyslexic for the recovery after the crash with Norris.
Wow. There we go. Wow. What a race that was. Might we have everyone in?
Right. Everyone has ticked their boxes as well. Hopefully. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So I'll do 3rd, you do 2nd, I'll do 1st then.
That sounds lovely.
Rightio. So first off, No Shouts. I bet you didn't expect to get into 3rd place.
That was quite a last lap. It's just
You had a real battle going on between the devil and Gary up in front, but then they both made contact and that just opened the door for you. But please tell us how your race has been.
all in all, pretty good. I mean, the start didn't go too well. Middle was boring, like Abu Dhabi. And then the end was just a catastrophe with whatever happened there. But, yeah, pretty good.
And that's a nice solid 3rd place, and maybe the end of the season pretty much, you know, Abu Dhabi being the final race next week. How are you feeling for Abu Dhabi next week?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, we've still got France after this as well.
We've got France.
After Abu Dhabi.
Oh yeah, you do have France. Forgot about that.
I think you have Monaco, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, oh, that's going to be fun. I'm not looking forward to that, to be honest. The most difficult track of the season left to the end. And now, pass over to Element. Do you have any questions for No Showers before you move into second for Verstappen?
Sorry about that. Yeah. But just one question. What was your reaction like when you saw them two just crash out, and then you saw the devil rejoin the track? Did you thought, oh no, I'm gonna get taken out here?
Well, when I went past them, I was a little worried because there was debris on the track. But when I seen it happen on the map, and I was in a party with Bamba Viking, RSF1 Patel, and we all said we weren't surprised because they were having incidents with the devil, and I think Gary had some internet issues as well. So
Well, congratulations on the third, by the way. Great race from you.
thank you.
On to second position. Verstappen, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Right, let's get on. Are you happy about your result tonight?
Very, very happy. I wanted top
Yeah.
5, got second. I knew Legends on the stretch he was doing, he's going to go flying past. I saw he had a bit of a moment. I was a bit optimistic, maybe he had damage, but then I saw the gap. I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to cruise now. And yeah, well done to Legends on the win. And thanks for RSF1 Felt for getting out of the way for me.
Yeah.
I'd say that.
So you had a good race. You had a great start. You pulled away. Sorry. How did you find the track today then? Because of course, first stint you were just pulling away from everyone.
No race practice, no race setup, just went for it. I had no grip in the middle sector. I think when Legends does his interview, I was rapid on a straight because even with his DRS he couldn't pass me for a couple of laps. Well, congrats to him anyway on the win. I'll take second and first, last 2 races. We move on to Abu
Yeah.
Dhabi.
Congratulations. How you feeling for next week then?
Love the track.
Really?
Yeah.
Should be good then. That should be a good race for me then. Well, congratulations on the second. Primus, do you have anything to say for P2?
Well, what I can really say is well done in the drive. You know, you battled really long and hard with Lando and Legend for the win. Obviously, they got away. Legend got away from you at the end there, but still, second place is pretty good, and your teammate managed to make a good recovery. So, good day in the Williams team. And
moving on
well
to
done, mate. That was a really good drive.
Yeah, moving on to
Yeah,
P1
move
now.
on to P1 now.
Primus, take it
So-
away.
P1, Legend, mate. What a drive! Like the same with Verstappen. You know, you both fought long and hard with Lando. You both really pushed to try and get by him, and then in the end, you pitted onto the softs, and Verstappen was on the mediums. And it looked like even though about say 10 or 11 laps into the tyres, the wear was starting to show, but it didn't look like it affected you.
No, surprisingly the softs lasted longer than I thought they would. If it wasn't for Ben going so long on the softs on his first stint, I probably would have pit onto the hards, from the mediums to the hards. Like Ben, I hadn't done any race practice, I'd only done a little bit of time trial before the race. So I didn't really know the strategy, so thank you Ben for helping me out there mid-race. But no, I mean, to be honest, props to Ben in that first stint. I wasn't catching him up at the end on the mediums, and when he was on those 15 laps off, so he was still keeping that gap. And yeah, I mean, there was a few people who put up a nice hard battle. Lando, he was a bit of a pickle, to be honest with you. He didn't want to let me go. And then with Ben, I kind of sat behind him for a little bit, because I was recharging my ERS, because I knew I'd have to have battery to put a gap so he can just follow me into ERS, and I saved up my ERS so I could pull a gap away from him. And then yeah, I did have a little moment on lap 34, I think it was. I just put the power down too hard already, and I almost went into the wall, but luckily I kept it out, and yeah, I just had to make sure I didn't get a penalty.
Well done. You've made Unity happy. Obviously, one Haas down, one managed to still take the win. So, Unity Hush, the champion. He didn't get to start the race, but Haas still managed to get some points out on top. But well done to you, mate. It was a very good drive. It was really good moves as well. Element, before we wrap up the stream, do you have anything to ask him?
Not really, mate. Just congratulations on the win. And yeah, how you looking for next week? How you feeling, Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, about that. Probably not very good. I haven't done a single league race round there. Don't even know if I've done a time trial time around there. So yeah, great.
Got a whole week,
Watch
mate.
him win next
Well,
week.
No, because I can't be bothered.
Yeah.
I'll end up doing
I'm
like
waiting
an hour
for it.
maybe of time trial before the race. Maybe, who knows?
God.
Depends.
Right, well,
Well, congratulations.
Could I say
by
one
the way.
thing? Quickly, just.
Oh, go on.
Forgot to mention this. Thanks RSF1 Tomo for being a very, very interesting engineer with me and dyslexic, keeping us occupied.
Right, well, there's a shout out to Tomo. Thank you very much for watching the race. I know obviously it was a little bit later than we'd hoped, but Twitch was having a massive disagreement with me and not working. So we had to sort of fight Twitch to eventually get it to work. But anyways, that has been myself, Primus Gaming, with Element Snow. Thank you for watching F1. You've got Abu Dhabi next week at 8 PM next Tuesday. Then you've also got the F4 division tomorrow, racing around Brazil at 8 PM. Don't miss it. It'll probably be a good race. Might see some rain, might be dry. We won't know until you tune in and find out. But thank you very much for watching. And just to go over the result one more time before we wrap up for the night. In third place was No Showers, second place was Verstappen, first place was Legends, and joint driver of the day is Dyslexic and the Devil. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Front line speed.